Alright, the 206 is dead on that lineup, so against my better judgment, let's do a British line. This is like not always the most fun nation to play. It's not great at basically everything. It's not the worst at really anything, which is to say something, you know. It's just not good at anything really. Their torpedoes are garbage. Their turrets turn slow as fuck. Their reloads are ass. They've got decent armor. I'll give them that. They're slow as balls. Oh man, they're so slow. Dude. Like if you want to play British Naval, just bring a book with you. Is all I'm saying. They got a decent AA suite, you know, because they borrow a lot of stuff from the Americans. Um, and they got some real nice looking ships, I think. Not as nice as Japan's looking ships, but nice. Their coastal is leaves a lot to be desired. Yeah, their coastal. Like, here's the standouts on the coastal. The Brave Borderer. The thing only goes 45 knots. Crappy little PT boat. Get eaten alive by any of the American PT boats. And the Dark Aggressor. I which I believe I have on the lineup, so I can show you guys that. Yeah, the Dark Aggressor, which we're not going to use because this is not a coastal map, but I did bring it as an option just in case, like I always recommend you guys to do. Now, on this map, I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually start with a Tiger, and we're going to finish with a battleship. Tiger, very similar to that cruiser gameplay. We're going to wait till everybody else was spawned in, and then we're going to spawn in. Just try to make ourselves not an obvious target right away. Want to get some geographical separation from everybody here. And just look for the best direction to turn. Looks like I'm well ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and turn across these guys here. And try to get my guns angled off to the right. Now what I want to do is try to pick on light boys. The Tiger, very rapid fire. Now at these ranges, I do not want my auxiliary weapons firing with the main caliber, but I may turn that on if we do close the distance. I don't expect to on this map. I'm going to go ahead and desynchronize the main battery and remove about 400 to 600 yards off of the target. As we track, we've got our main battery nice and desynchronized now, so I'm going to go ahead and just hold left click. And I'm still watching that range. We've got about 500 yards removed that we're trying to maintain right now. And here come the first shells. Already first shells are hits right away. First shells are winners. You love to see that, especially at these ranges. And like I said, we're just going to kind of wait for him to do something. And as soon as he does, I'm just going to pick a different target. So he is still not turning. I thought he was starting to turn. I believe I'm removing just a little bit too much distance. We're having shells splash just a little short, about 200 yards short. So we're going to be removing about 300 yards now. I've been turning left and we're kind of parallel with him now, going opposite direction. I'd get so dizzy in those turrets. And I think we're going to start making some solid contact with him again if he doesn't start evading here pretty soon. We're really just hitting him real hard with these 6-inch shells. Just so fast. It's not an 8-inch shell, but it comes at you quick. And he's just taking just HE splash all over his exposed secondary crews. Alright, we need to start removing just a bit of range because we're starting to get closer now. I'm actually going to pinch more on him. I'm going to just nudge my nose just a bit to the right. Just a tad of right rudder. We're still just watching that distance. See how it's like 286 and steady? Going down slowly. Okay, he's down. Now, what we could do if we were little skeezers is we could just go ahead and end the battle by sinking all these guys now, but I don't really see the fun in that anymore. I think it's super lame. Oh yeah, this is where the secondaries come into play. Damn. Hold on. I'm just going to assign my secondaries to do that for me. And I'm going to get on this light cruiser here. Desynchronize the main turrets. I've actually got a nice little Japanese light cruiser that's really closed the gap in here. These guys are nice and soft. Japanese heavy cruisers normally like to stay at jousting range. Or a little bit beyond jousting range. It's weird to see a brave one like this. Must be a bot. It's not. That's a real person being real ballsy. But this HE is going to make short work of that. Is that a Mogami? No. Is that a Mikuma? It's a Mikuma. Haha. Alright, we got some real good hate laid on him. I'd like to kind of get into his just a little bit aft of the mid-center section there. Because that's where he keeps the torpedoes on that side. I'd really not like to meet his torpedoes. Japanese torpedoes, man, those heavy cruisers haul around some nasty torpedoes. And that's why they like to sit at heavy ranges. Now we're going to go ahead and turn away. We're going to generate some smoke. Got some shells coming in my way. I'm going to go ahead and engage this heavy cruiser right here. I'm going to go ahead and load up some armor piercing for this and desynchronize the turrets once more. We're losing range. I'm going to remove about 150 yards, about right there. And we're just going to see if we can dig into this heavy cruiser. Alright, we're starting to keep range now. We're going to turn to bring our A turret to bear. And I think these AP rounds are going to start finding their way home as we can swing out of this turn and we kind of stabilize. We got our A and our B turrets firing nice and stable now. We're taking a little bit of hits there. We're just going to go ahead and slam on the brakes, go full reverse. Because I really like to keep the angle on this guy. I'm going to try to angle that front turret off just a bit more. Just keep a favorable angle. And just lose speed and compensate for it and hope that he doesn't. Trying to keep it ahead of the green dot as the ship picks up speed in reverse. And he's having a hard time kind of catching up to what's going on. And now I'm gonna fucking put it right back in forward. And he's actually decided to pick a different target. He has stopped shooting at me altogether. And I'd really like to dig into those front turrets. That's what I'm trying to stay on too with these little speed changes here. Now that we're hitting those front turrets, I believe that's a Tone. I was hoping to stay on those front turrets a little longer, but we've dragged our main battery back. I'm trying to drag it back to the front now. Real good digging hits in there. And we're going to go ahead and switch back to HE and pull off that target. He's as good as dead. I'm going to swing the boat around the other way and let the left side get a little bit of love. Right side's been tickled pretty hard. Looks like we're down an engine, so I do really want to pick that up. Generally not advisable to do flooding and repairs at the same time, but I'm feeling pretty confident right now. I'm going to go ahead and generate some smoke to show how confident I am. The battleship there presents a good side target, and I got some AP ready for him. Now we're adding some distance here. He's coming away from me. We're going to give him about 120 yards extra. And there we go. That's looking good. Now, these little 6-inch AP rounds, probably going to be mostly an inconvenience to this guy. But a couple of free hits as I complete my turn won't do any harm here. Now I'd like to select a new target. That heavy cruiser, much better target. As the main guns become stable here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and desynchronize main turrets as we are looking at the range. We're about 150 yards. Get that nice sweep going. Good solid contact on the first rounds. You love to see that. Now I think we're overshooting just a hair. We're moving 150 yards, might have been not quite enough. Do about 200 yards removal now. Trying to kind of nudge it a little to the right. Trying to find those main turrets. Just trying to keep in mind the shell splashes. We've got about 17 seconds of travel time. So you don't want to overcorrect based on what you're seeing. You want to be making those slow corrections. Wait for it. But I do, like, he's got that B turret just sticking up, just begging. That, okay, there, we're starting to get on the main battery, and we're starting to take return fire, so I'm just going to go ahead and slam on the brakes a little bit and bring my fire back towards his midsection. And hope that he overshoots me on the next round, and now we're going to turn violently into him and oh, that's a torpedo coming in. We're going to make a hard turn away. And then keep this course for a moment. And then a hard left turn now. Yeah, we'll be okay. That's good. Swing the turrets back off to the right. That's why you don't really want to go in a direction for too long. You'll find little torpedoes like that. Let's see if we can resume fire on this guy. He's pretty well injured up there. If we keep doing well, I was expecting to be dead in this Tiger by now. But being a battleship, we might not get to see the British battleship. Alright, that guy's at 10%. He's as good as dead. This heavy cruiser again, or this light cruiser here, is back. I'm going to switch back to HE. And we'll give him a little love as well. We're starting to take some serious fire from the front, so I'm going to try to angle my bow now towards the front. This Tiger is tankier than most cruisers. Got some good hits. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry, Mr. Bravey. I did not see you coming in there. Got 25. This guy down to 25% now, crew. Just get a couple more HE hits on him before we make another turn away, because this heavy cruiser right here is really starting to light me up. I'm going to switch to AP and get the turrets oriented on him. Trying to anticipate his turn, anticipate this lead, kind of stay one step ahead of that green circle. Alright, B turret's starting to come online now. I'm going to go ahead and desynchronize both turrets, A and B. There we go. Nice desynchronization there. And we got solid contact now with the lead here. Rounds falling a little short, but they should catch up here in just a minute. That shortfall is going to get corrected here. So don't want to overcorrect just yet. There we go. Nice solid side contact. He's heaving hard to starboard and just exposing those beautiful port side flat plates. But we lost our B turret as we came around the turn. So we are going to go ahead and get that B turret fixed up. It does seem like we lost our screws as well, and we are taking on water. The water is a concern, but let's get the screws online first. And now we'll go ahead and start pumping water now that the repairs are complete. We'll generate a little smoke here. But if I've taken the ire of the enemies, the tiger's time may be coming. That looks like a really good shell, and that's gonna hurt, I think. Yeah. Oof. I think I had an okay angle for that, but it still hurt. That guy had me dialed in, boys. Alright. I think it's time to pull some anti-aircraft duty. Let's get the number 2s set on that. Yeah. We're pressing a little too far forward. I think we need to take the Tiger over towards... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ran right into this dude. Alright, I'm gonna go full reverse and try to get out of this thing as fast as possible. Keep the left turn going and try to like wedge away from them so their main batteries can fire over you, hopefully. Full reverse back. And now left rudder and swing your nose out of his way. A small ship should always yield to larger ships. I'm an asshole for running into him. I mean, I was running for my life, but let's try to hit this heavy cruise, this light cruiser here. Wait for the range on the guns to update. There we go. Let's go ahead and fire. We need to... Why is the fire not on automatic? What the fuck? When did fire come off of automatic? Never take fire off of automatic. There, put it back on automatic. Now let's take care of some flooding. Does anybody watch What We Do in the Shadows? We're gonna pump some more water out. We're gonna get the secondaries focusing on that key 67 right there. I think the Tiger's time may be coming out here. Let's load air burst into the 6-inchers and try to go out with a blast on this key 67 here. Yes. Aw, dude. 6-inch air burst. Alright, MDC. You know the 3 vampires, right? And then the one dude vampire that's married to the girl vampire. The dude vampire, right? The one that plays the music and stuff and always like joking about masturbation. Why does my British captain sound like it's voice acted by him? Listen for it. Just so you know what I'm talking about. That guy. Hard to starboard, helm, hard to starboard. That guy. Why? Dude, do you hear it? Like, am I crazy? Or does it... Did they hire that guy? Is the What We Do in the Shadows guy like my battleship captain? Starboard your helm. That's exactly how he would say it. I don't know, it's been bugging me for like years, and I was just like, I need to stream Naval and like... Alright, that light cruiser's evading. Checking for torpedoes real quick. No, I can't unhear it. I know, me either, dude. I'm glad. I'm glad you're in the same boat as me, man, because... Alright, we are going to synchronize the secondaries here. The British do have some strong secondary options. This heavy cruiser's not going to put up much of a struggle as we beat the shit out of them. But we're starting to take some hits on the nose, so we're going to go ahead and make a little evasive turn of our own. Switch this light cruiser here. .600 decreasing rapidly. Here we go. Have you watched True Blood? No, I have not. Oh fuck, we're overshooting by a lot. Oh, I didn't know it was a comedy. I thought True Blood was like what, like high school girls watched. Like I thought it was like a, what do you call it? A Twilight. I've never seen it, so that's just what I assumed. Was I wrong? I'll check it out because I love What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows is fucking hilarious. Nice. That light cruiser right there is definitely launching torpedoes at me. And I want to avoid them, but there's a Haruna right next to me, so we need to start slowing down now. We need to prepare for this. I gotta break away from this Haruna and then turn hard left. Yeah, those are hurting him very badly. Alright, let's go ahead and come off target and re-accelerate and make the hard left turn to avoid these torpedoes. And we'll select this light cruiser over here as a new target. Go ahead and repair some flooding. That guy's as good as dead. That battleship right there is floating high in the water. Let's go for him. Thank you for the alert, Tyler Perry. 07, brother. Oh yeah, there we go. Try to walk it into his front turrets there. Got a good hit in the center. Now I'd like to start wrecking those A and B turrets. If I can just get right in here. Yeah, okay. This next little salvo, the main guns will do it. Oh, we just lost our fire control director. That's okay. We're a little bit ahead of the turrets. Happy New Year, Gyros. Just another normal New Year's Eve. Me and my mom didn't do shit for New Year's. We said Happy New Year's to each other. And that was about it. We're not party animals. staying out all night drinking sounds fucking miserable to me now, dude. I forgot to switch to AP for this guy. I'm a big dummy. Alright. I think our Renown may have just about had it. But at this point, we're just going to keep damage contained. Because our team is winning. We just don't want these guys to get free shots on our cargoes. And they will if we let them. So whatever guns are operational, I'm going to keep firing with them. But my ship is basically just a floating hulk now. The whole front end is just torn to shit. Everything on the front of the ship is broken. And we're just going to leave it that way. And that's the trick. Like, when you decide to tank as a battleship, don't repair yourself. You're just making yourself die faster. Put out fires first. Put out flooding if you have to. And then leave the broken equipment broken. And you will live so much longer. And I'm not hitting this guy as hard as I could be if I fix my front turrets. But I'm still hitting them. And I've been stuck at 49% crew for a while. Oh, we win. Win by time. Alright, let's check Team Sim one more time. See if anybody's streaming Sim. Nobody's streaming Sim. Damn. Where's everybody at? Okay, that's okay because my next favorite nation is coming up. Japan. If it weren't Germany, it's definitely Japan.